Alright everyone, welcome to episode 85 of Box News. This episode is about the video game Brink, which is brought to you by Bethesda. It is available now on Microsoft Windows, Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. The game is about two factions, the Resistance and Security, and they battle a once utopian city called the Ark, which is a floating city above the waters of a flooded Earth. It takes place in the future. It's a first-person shooter. Throughout the game, you will experience parkour type environments where you'll be able to jump up the walls, jump onto objects, basically hardcore parkour. Also, you get to choose from 4 different character classes: Soldier, Medic, Engineer, and Operative. And these ones each have benefits and disadvantages. The Soldier resupplies teammates, can throw Molotov cocktails, flashbang grenades, and destroy objectives. Engineer buffs his teammates' weapons and can supply them with armor and builds stationary turrets. The Medic heals teammates, revives down enemies, and buffs the teammates' health, and the Operative interrogates fallen opponents to get enemy intel from locations, act sabotage, and they can also disguise themselves as the enemy. Throughout the game, you gain experience points by completing objectives and killing enemies, and basically just doing pretty much anything throughout the game. Your character levels up, allowing them to use more and more abilities, add-on abilities, different loadouts, and different attachments to your weaponry. To unlock the weaponry attachments, however, you do have to do challenges, which are kind of like VR training missions in the Metal Gear game. This game does remind me of Team Fortress mixed with Metal Gear VR training. It's pretty much the same thing. The game is separated into 2 campaigns, one being the Resistance and the other being Security. There's 6 levels for each. One's attacking, one's defending, so you get 12 levels total throughout the campaign, which is kind of short in my opinion, and it's kind of monotonous when you play through the game once, you're attacking, then you have to play through it again the second time defending. It's pretty much the same story either way. Aside from a frustratingly short campaign, the other frustrating part of the game and deterrent would have to be the AI. I definitely recommend playing this game online with your friends if anyone actually owns this game, because playing it solo through the campaign, the computer AI is definitely dumb. They do not assist you other than just kind of cover fire. They don't help you with objectives. You can command them to, but half the time they will not help you, and you have to switch to the correct classes in order to complete objectives and progress through the story. So that's definitely the most frustrating part of the game, is the AI in the game and the short campaign. Now, aside from all the negatives in the game, it is fun to customize your character. You can create a good and bad character depending on the campaign you play. Obviously, the equipment for the good is geared towards good-looking characters, and the equipment towards the bad is geared towards bad-looking characters. But you can customize, however, with over 100 combinations. It's also neat to kind of add attachments that really do not change the game much to your weaponry. Adding attachments like a scope, a silencer, just kind of gives you a different look of your gun, because that's all you see. You don't really actually see your character that you customize other than on the menu screen, so there's really no point, unless you're playing online, to customize your character. So it is fun. It's fun to customize. I like that in games. It gives you your own personal experience with it, having your own customizable character. So that's what I definitely enjoyed the most out of this game. As you can see here from the gameplay footage, the graphics aren't the best we've ever seen on the Xbox and PlayStation, this being actually gameplay footage from the Xbox 360, but they're also not the worst. It could be polished in areas. The cutscenes could be more realistic looking. A lot of the characters have elongated faces and just kind of weird looking. Maybe that's what will look like in the future whenever this game takes place. There was no time given. That's another thing I would have liked to have seen, is just more of a story background. They hyped it up. The big intro to the game, it seemed like it was going to be a big game, but then it was rather short, being only about 6 hours to complete. But here you see, here's the different campaign missions. On top you see Security, and the bottom you see Resistance. You can play online, you can free play it, customizing your own experience. There's different appearance loadouts here, as you can see, customizing completely your character. And it's like I said, it's just a fun experience. I definitely recommend renting it for a week just to kind of play around with it. But it's not one I would rush out and own. It has dropped in price significantly, being under $30 brand new now, and it's not even that old. It's only been out for 3 months, so it's definitely worth a rent. It'll take you about 6 hours to complete completely, and then you just kind of mess around online and play. Alright, pretty much I give this game a 6 out of 10, being a lot of things I would change: lengthen the campaign, add more stuff for your weaponry and your outfits, make it more full experience rather than a short kind of multiplayer fun. Here you go, here's something to give you time to do over the week. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed my review of Brink. This is some cool gameplay footage, and stay tuned for more episodes of Box News.